Success doesn't come from who you play for, Lanes, or what kind of magic animal licks your face. It comes from inside. But when you let it out, there's a giant metal monster right behind it. The trick is to know when to blame the comet. Thanks, Buzz, but cred is for real. You can't keep it real when you're fronting, because soon you have to back up that front, and then you're going down. And that's what's up. We're done with hair. What matters in music is soul. And being a dog band grows hair on that soul. Then you have to wash the dandruff flakes off it, or they cover up who you really are and you start acting like an animal. Instead of playing wicked guitar licks, you're just licking the faces of your fans. The pirate life dished up some fun for a while. Sure, it's fun to force people to listen to you and take all their stuff, but the waves can't be ruled. And before long, the winds of change will blow you away. And that's when all you've got is the song in your heart and your mates, and they'll never tune you out. The future always turns into the present, Lanes. Music is all about keeping time, but if times are changing, how can you keep them? If being up to date means a wire in the brain, I'd rather live in the past, right now. It's not a good idea to try and change something for the better. Things are terrible for a reason, and making them better may make them worse. The elevator in your soul goes all the way down, and you get trapped down there, a monster in your own mind. Being perfect is the worst mistake you can make. I wanted a perfect guitar, and I thought it would make up for my own imperfections. It did. But sometimes you find your faults just pile up behind a dam, and when it breaks, your whole town is flooded. But for real, you can learn to rock in 5 seconds, but it could take a lifetime to unlearn. The harder you rock, the younger you feel. You can take the world by the face and punch it to whatever you want, as long as you never forget to remember to never stop rocking. Sure you can. You can make everyone happy all the time, but you're really just charging someone else's batteries. It's better to keep your joy on the inside, where it's safe from the robots trying to suck it out. If you never ever smile, you might just live forever. Sure, sports gives you extra elbows and a strong spirit, which comes in handy fighting your way to the front of the buffet line, but honestly, sports mainly just hurt really, really bad. And that's not good. Right, guys? I think love did it. And theft. And eating raw onions until you smell weird. You can steal peace from someone and keep it in your pocket and pass it off as your own. 100 years later, the truth will come out, and you'll have to steal all over again to make it right. We can't take the blame for history, but we can take the credit for a re-gifted present. Guys, we all miss something when we keep quiet. Our own voice. And in the end, isn't our voice all we really have? Our thoughts turned into sound as we exhale through the vibrating meat chamber that is the human throat. And when it comes down to it, there really is no amount of invisible sausage worth losing your voice over. Some things aren't meant to go together. Sometimes, when you combine things, you lose what's good about both of them, and you end up sharing a butt with someone else. And there's nothing good about that.
Electric chair.
Sometimes, things don't need to be healed, like our insides. They're gooey and gross for a reason, and an inner journey might just make things worse. Forcing a dream inside could force something more important outside. And the next thing you know, you're exploding all over the gym. Because not caring is not living. Life is like a skydiving bear. It's big, fast, hairy, and you should just enjoy the ride before it bites your arms off. If we all just learn to live a little and care a lot, we might be able to fix this town. What do you say, Peaceville? Thanks, Marmello, but we're done with pop music. Sure, it can shoot right into your ear and get stuck in your brain, but before you know it, the fizz is gone and it gets pushed out by the next sweet flavor. GarageBand wants to be a taste people remember, like karate pizza. Rage makes us all blind, Lanes. You just see red and you can't make out any details. You don't want to. All you want is to make someone else pay because it feels so good. And only at the end, when it's gone, can you see what you are.